Hello guys, and welcome to my video. In today's video I'm going to analyze Bitcoin, Ethereum and Solana and tell you if you should long it, short it, or you should just wait. I'm gonna give you a full prediction of the market and what's happening right now. So let's hop into it. Before we start the video, I would like you to push that like and subscribe button. And if you haven't reached out to me on Twitter, then this is my page, Musti Crypto. Make sure to follow my page. I give all the updates about Bitcoin, Solana, NFTs, news, and what's going on in the crypto world. So let's hop into it. Now, first thing I want to talk about is Bitcoin dominance. As we expected before, Bitcoin dominance have risen a lot, more than any been expected. We never expected Bitcoin dominance to break the higher high, and now it's forming a higher high, and we still don't know how much could the price push up. So in this case, alts are suffering, and to long alts at the moment is not a good idea. Moving on to Bitcoin. Now in Bitcoin, if we go to the daily chart, what we can see right here is, let me pull up this for you. So if we pull up the EMAs, we can see that on the 26th of December, the 50 EMA across the 200 EMA, and that's when all the traders have the bearish sign of the death cross. So the death cross is when the 50 EMA crosses the 200 EMA, and in this case it's a bearish signal where people stop longing Bitcoin, and after that the price dropped all the way down to 32,800 approximately, then bounce up. Now before this drop we formed a trend line right here. It's very obvious, and we broke it, and everybody thought that Bitcoin is gonna go higher and higher, and after it hit 45,800 everybody was predicting that we're gonna break and go all the way up to a new high, but actually that didn't happen. I guess you all know about what's going on about Russia and Ukraine and the war, and this actually has a big impact on the cryptocurrency market. Looking closely to the chart, we've so far formed a double bottom on the daily, and this is a good sign. Bitcoin dumped all the way down to approximately 34,140 and then made a double bottom, but until now there is not a clear sign of taking a long position, so I prefer to step on the side to watch. Now a lot of people are predicting that Bitcoin could go to 15,000, could go to 20,000, could go to 25,000. I assure you that Bitcoin will not break 30,000 for two reasons. Reason number one is that most of the big holders of Bitcoin, such as Elon Musk, Microsoft Strategies, a lot of big people who have a huge impact on the cryptocurrency market, they have their entry price around 32K, and due to that Bitcoin can never break this price. So the lowest we're looking for in the chart is around 31K to 30K. That's the lowest we're looking for if we want to long Bitcoin. Now dropping to the 4-hour chart, there's something I want to show you right here. We have actually formed a falling wedge. Yes, we broke the falling wedge yesterday. That's when a lot of people such as Crypto came up and said that, alright, we're gonna now break and go all-time high. I myself had a long position. I entered somewhere around here and I got completely wrecked out. So what we did is that we broke, and then we got rejected exactly from the zone of 39,500 approximately, and dropped all the way down. Now what we see is a 4-hour candle closing above the level of $34,300 approximately, but there is not a clear sign. Looking at the volume is looking pretty good, but we still don't have a clear sign to long Bitcoin. So at the moment, what we can expect from the chart, we can expect Bitcoin to either make a stop loss to take all the liquidity of the market. So let me draw this for you. Take a stop loss to somewhere around here and boom, then go all the way up. Or, let me move that for you. Or we can see Bitcoin dropping all the way down to 31K region to 30K, in between this buying interest zone, and then consolidating for a while before taking another move, because the market needs some time to heal after all this drop all the way from almost 45,000 all the way down to 32K. We need some time to accumulate. You have to understand it this way. So for Bitcoin, maybe there is not much we can see even on the hourly chart. There is not much of a pattern, but what we can tell is that Bitcoin is not in a good place to long, not in a good place to short. If I had some money, I would just keep it on the side and I would just look for what's going to happen. Now, moving on to Ethereum. Now, you may ask what's going on with Ethereum. I'll take you to the daily chart. And of course, I get a lot of questions from my friends who do NFTs trading, flipping. They buy a huge amount of Ethereum in order to get those expensive NFTs, such as, you know, Three Landers. There's a new NFT project just dropped yesterday, Invisible Friends. So of course, people need to know what's going on with Ethereum. So on Ethereum is given pretty much the same pattern, but there is only one thing happening right here, which I would like to show you. If we draw a trend line from here to there, Ethereum is trying to hold this trend line. If we don't hold this trend line, Ethereum will drop all the way down to approximately around 1,950 to 1,800, somewhere around this region. This would be the perfect spot to accumulate Ethereum. Now, of course, we're not just gonna drop and then suddenly pump around. We either make a stop loss or we accumulate more and more, and then we consolidate for a while. Then in the end, we will make a huge rise up. So at the moment, Ethereum is not good. If you have your Ethereum, just hold it or use decreasing DCA, dollar cost average, if you're holding some Ethereum. If you're planning to short Ethereum, it's not a good idea because the market is not in a structure where we can tell what's going to happen in the future. We can't predict the future. Of course, we use indicators, we use technical analysis to predict what's going to happen, but we're never 100% right. There's always mistakes, nobody's 100% right. So at this moment, I'm telling you that it's not a good idea to short or long. If I would long, I would go somewhere around, I would long Ethereum from somewhere around this zone, and I will be taking my profit somewhere around the 3,000 region. So it's somewhere around here. And I will set my stop loss somewhere around below this place. Of course, it's a huge stop loss. Nobody want to go into this trade unless you're going with a low leverage, high capital. Then yeah, this trade is going to work out for you. Now the third coin coming up on our list is the best opportunity for everybody to accumulate this coin, which is Solana. Now, of course, everybody knows about Solana. Solana is the ecosystem. The fees of Solana is cheap. People are tending to use Solana for NFTs instead of Ethereum because, as you know, Ethereum gas fees is pretty high, and the moment that NFTs bob up on Solana, OpenSea is just gonna die. So Solana is one of those projects that has a lot of attention, and I want to bring out something to you. So Solana is right now, if we go to the daily, alright, and let me clear up this mess for you. So we had these EMAs and we don't need any of that. Now we're forming, right here if you can see it, we're forming a falling wedge all the way from the 240 plus region all the way down to $80. Now, the reason why I started accumulating Solana with thousands of dollars, of course on spot, you can do it either way, spot or future, but the reason why, because this was the main interest zone. If you look at here, back in time at 17 August 21, we started accumulating Solana at around $65 region to around $75. So in between this region, people started accumulating it, and Solana after that pumped all the way up to around 200%. So what I'm doing right now, I already set my buy orders. I've already had some buy orders at the current price, and I'm looking forward to buy lower price, somewhere around 65 region to 67 region. I will be accumulating the full position of Solana, and I will be taking my profit somewhere around 158, and another take profit would be somewhere around 207, and of course the final take profit is all-time high. So if you're willing to invest in a coin that you really want to get a huge return, Solana is the one for you, because if you gonna hold this coin to where I'm mentioning, that's gonna make you around 2x on your money, and that's a huge return. So if you're willing to accumulate some coins, Solana is gonna be the coin for you. Now this is all I got for you guys. I hope that you follow me on my Telegram. and you follow me on my Twitter, Nusti Crypto. I hope this video was useful for you. Give the like, push the subscribe button, and see you in another video.